Well, at that time, I had switched sides because I was let go by D12 in 2003.
What happened with the Encore album? Because there was a major leak, right, that impacted that album.
Well, they kind of touched on that. Oh man, I should know this more, but didn't Paul and you remember Paul and Eminem? They came out with LeBron James was their partner on that documentary that was on Paramount when music got free. You remember they were talking about the music leak parts of it, and they were talking about how it was like a clergy or a clergy of different internet people that from the Napster era, and they kind of talked about that in that documentary. It's a great documentary. If nobody haven't seen it yet, but
Oh, I
yeah.
haven't seen it. Oh man, I gotta watch that.
What?
Yeah.
That will answer your question way more than
Well, what I was saying, because like I know that like a lot of those songs like ended up being a part of like the Straight from the Lab EP or something like that, and then he ended up later including them on like the deluxe version of the Encore album, right? But like it really impacted the rollout of that album.
Oh, I don't understand your question about you saying how did it get leaked? You lost me for a sec.
Like just like, yeah, what happened during that time period, because it really impacted the album, the songs leaking. Like it changed the direction of the album, a lot of it though.
But man, it was a daily operation. I mean, and I'm not trying to be an infomercial for that, but when music got free, kind of explained that it was it was getting leaked from all different type of ways, like the distributor company in the Carolinas, because I, I believe I believe it was North Carolina, South Carolina, and of course the fans. I know they probably seen it because it was leaked in so many ways where you thought people would fly in and have the suitcase with the and how they would come in with the master, and they would have the
Handcuff.
couplets, and they would have it chained to their suitcase, and it was coming all different type of directions. The music traders online, so it came from online. But once again, I know I sound redundant, but Eminem, like right now, I don't know, it's Saturday, and Eminem is probably recording. Eminem he's the epitome of a studio rat, and I use that lovingly. He literally works how everybody got a job like 9 to 5. M job is he is a constant worker. He is a in the studio. He just loves maybe it's therapy. I'm not in his head, but he literally makes music. He loves making music and music and music and music. So so it really didn't matter because he probably at that time he probably made, and I'm being very presumptuous here. He probably had like 100, 200 songs in the chamber.
Well, because I remember when Paul and M, they did that Shade 45 like exclusive interview together, where Paul had that like short period of time where he was like interviewing people. He had a little podcast. Right, right.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I'm gonna mark. I was on the I did the Paul, thanks to he's Shady Records and Goliath Artists in management. They're one of my clients still, and I love them for that. So yeah, I was on that marketing campaign.
right. I just think I remember M and Paul were talking about like how they were really upset about the leaking of that time though, like and how it really like messed up the situation. I was just asking for your insight on like, do you remember when that was happening and like what was like the reaction?
Well, at that time, I had switched sides because I was let go by D12 in 2003, and that was in 2004. So at that time, I was working, and I should say, wait a minute, that might be take misconstrued when I say switch sides. We all family. I love Swift. I love Von. We all don't talk. Some of us ain't talking years, and some of us got different. As far as crazy as it seemed, some of us got different views and different thoughts on the world as we see it. So uh, we still alumni union. So when I say switch sides, I don't want that to be a torturous a quote. Like, I don't want that to be bad and the evil. So when I say switch sides, I've been saying I went from working as management from D12 to I started doing consulting work back, which was shady, because at the time it would have leaked kind of odd if I was managing D12 and D12 was working my marketing, and they was hiring my marketing company. So that's why I put my marketing company on hiatus. Um, at that time, I was working with Shady Records. Man, we just kept it moving. We knew it was attached, and I can't recall when Paul and M had that. No, I remember the conversation they had, but I can't. Well, it just came with the territory. We just figured it out. It came with the territory.
You know what I really want to ask you about is when piracy on the internet with like Napster and all that first
Yeah, that part
started
of the when
happening.
music got free. That's part exactly. Yeah.
Right. But when it first started happening, right, and you're seeing this working in the music business, how are the labels reacting from your vantage point of what you saw?
Well, it was based on a curve. I'll say it rose rampant. It rose rampant where it started affecting numbers maybe in the mid 90s to the 2005 to the mid 2000s. But it like comes with the territory. I mean, so much money was being made that it's like if me and you working at McDonald's and we got a hooker where if Panda gets some discounts at Foot Locker, if you give the Foot Locker manager a free meal every time he come in there, and I'm working at McDonald's, and in order to get some free video games, the guys at GameStop get free hamburgers. Well, it my point being is that McDonald's me and you working at still gonna make a shitload of money, even though me and you are doing we're stealing, to be honest. Like, it's different then, but we're stealing from the company that employs us. So back then, we were making a shitload of, I mean, the industry, everybody was making, it was cash bags everywhere. Money was dropping from the floors of everywhere, right? So our thing was, and this was great for us, keep promoting, keep promoting, keep promoting. And not to give some of the secrets of the industry, sometimes we created certain leaks. Not from the whole shady part, but when we talk about, because you ask that's a very big 10 question. And when my promo company, sometimes we would get songs to just leak. So sometimes it would come from the industry. You see what I'm saying? It would come from the industry. Yeah, man. That happened all the time.
But wasn't there a panic during that time when it first started happening and like people like because I mean during that time people were selling CDs for expensive too, like for like $20.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
and then they started
And it
slashing
wasn't
prices more.
and you gotta remember too, Panda. Let me put my professor. I don't know what they call that professor. What is the professor hats or the graduation cap? Let's educate, right? You're talking about an era that when a record company, the only way they made money was on CDs and cassettes and vinyl. The 360 wasn't in place. So record companies like a Warner Bros. They didn't make money off of publishing. They didn't get a cut of your show money. All they made money on was memorabilia, like the shirts, and and that was questionable. But really, they only made money on CDs, vinyl. So remember that. So they were like it was really a nervous time for them because they couldn't be like nowadays, the record company with 360 deals. And I know we can't really go into that. And I mean, I know we're time constrained, but 360s that saves the music. Streaming and 360s in essence save the music industry because that was kind of an antidote of what the area you're talking about. That's kind of how 360s were created because they were taking such heavy leaks on leaks. They had to find a way to make to make money and keep afloat and keep the lights on at a record company.
What did you think of the most recent leaked Eminem songs, including the diss track to Suge Knight? And there was a lawsuit over it. It was former Eminem employee Joseph Strange from 2007 to 2021. He worked for M Studio as an audio engineer for 14 years at the Ferndale, Michigan studio. And then he was charged in 2025 for stealing and selling over 25 unreleased songs for like Bitcoin, like $50,000 of Bitcoin and stuff. And they found like thousands of stolen audio files and handwritten lyrics in his house. And dude is facing up to 15 years in prison.
Well, Panda, unfortunately, I gotta say, I got a column which you dissed yesterday. I got a column where it says current clients and past clients. With that being in court systems and with Shady being a current client, I don't want Shady to graduate into the past client. So I really can't talk about that topic per se.
Got you. Okay,
See
no
what I'm
problem.
saying? That's all I've just said. I can't because I don't want them to bring up this in the court case. That is a heavy court case, which the public know. I can only speak from just what people see online and read. So I can't really comment on that point.
All right,
That
no
topic.
problem. I'm gonna cut that part out. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Well, you could, you know what? You could put the part in about me saying no comment. That'll be cool.
All right.
Yeah, that would
if
be
you
cool.
want. Okay.
I'm rocking
All
with
right.
that. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
All right.
I would get some. I would get an honorary stripe, if you will.